Good evening.
Good evening.
We are here, and once again, it is our great pleasure to be in your reality. We know that you are anticipating something. We can feel it in you. Some of you are new to meeting us, and so welcome. We are as real as you are. In certain terms, other terms, we are more real than you are. In larger terms, everything is a dance of energy. And so nothing is really real. It is all an illusion and a mirage from some perspectives. And those perspectives can be rather boring and dull. And so forms of consciousness and spirits gather together to create. This is part of what we do. It's what you do. You are people on earth. You have an identity. You live in your body. Ideally, it's starting to dawn on all of you that this body is important. It's more than important. It's the only way you can be here. Legitimately, that is. There's lots of beings who are here, quote, illegitimately, meaning that spirits come in and they don't just come knocking on the door with permission as we do. We come and we go. And we make it very clear when we are here. But there are so many forces in the cosmos and discarnate entities and demons and all kinds of disruptive things that do not have good manners. If you put up a vacancy sign by leaving your body or not taking good care of it, or let's say having a life that is morally askew, you make great room for non-physical entities to operate out of the physical body. They are lazy, or sometimes they cannot incarnate. And so we tell you this little bit of a story to make you think about the value of what you are sitting in. Yes? What you have for yourself. We have said that this summer, during the summer moons, your body, which really is your ultimate computer, is going to get a nice reverberation, nice, let's say, upgrade of information. If let's say your physical body is the hardware there, you are going to get new software to give you greater accessibility to what is in your own DNA. Sometimes people think that everything must be in the DNA. And we use that term usually because it gets your attention. But your cells and every part of your body is filled with all of what you are. And so the physical vehicles that are called human bodies are undergoing a tremendous transformation. You often speak about the events that you can see in the outside world. It's hard to miss them. If you want to ignore them, someone you know is going to talk about them, because big events are occurring. Major mass events. And yes, some are contrived. Some are set into motion by no-goodniks who have been operating behind the scenes for a long time. We'll keep things general without getting into name-calling, etc., just to be polite. But you get the picture. And events are also spontaneously being expressed. We'll start off by making a bit of a foundation here for the weekend's discussions. What you are seeing happening with yourselves and in the world at large, in your families, neighborhoods, all around the globe, is all that has been inside is now being triggered to be expressed outside. The mind is the builder. The body-mind is the builder, through thoughts that are driven by feelings. You all have feelings about things. You like something, you don't. You are skeptical, you are analytical, you are trusting, you are not. You have feelings, you have qualities and characteristics. Most of you put on good feelings and good behavior, like good clothes, when you go out into the public. Yet at home, or far from even your conscious recognition, you may have feelings that have been brewing underneath for 50 years. Something you haven't let go of. Things, ideas you haven't let go of. Resentments, situations. And when you have those situations that you can remember, you give yourself a moment when you are lying in bed and idea comes before you, and you remember when you were in high school and you were 15 years old, or you remember when you were 7 years old in different situations, the neighbor's dog barking, a sunset, anything can trigger a memory. And if you have memories that are unpleasant, that are uncomfortable, that are unresolved, that have caused pain, trauma, and separation, and lack of love. This is what contributes to the collective wounded mass psyche. You can think that your wounds are your own and that no one knows about them, and you bear them with noble dignity, but underneath you think about them. And those thoughts have feelings. This is for all people around the planet. This is a human quality and characteristic. The energies, as our vehicle explained to you, that are lighting up the world axis, or it's also called the cardinal cross in astrological terms. Cardinal meaning it's very initiating energy. It's energy that starts things. So all the dance around the cardinal cross, the world axis, is starting things into motion. It's pushing things forward. But what's being pushed forward? Is it the global elite setting off oil spills, setting off volcanoes, earthquakes, financial collapses, pandemics, all various sundries? You know what the list is. You may think it is, and these people may certainly be doing these things, but no one can create your reality for you without you agreeing to it. And where you may agree to certain things, particularly if it's direct experience, is on the feeling level. Remember, it is emotionality that fuels your thoughts and makes them exemplified in the outside world. It is the subjective world that is then projected outward into the objective world. So what you are seeing is the collective buildup of human woundedness, confusion, emotion. And it's playing itself out in terms that can readily be seen. And it looks as if your society is beginning to recognize that there's more going on that meets the eye. You can point your fingers at the global elite, and they deserve to be pointed at because they are instigators extraordinaire, attempting to dismantle your system, dismantle your way of life. On another level, you are all co-creators, so we would ask you to ask yourself, why are we creating, or why am I helping co-create a collective dismantling of this world? Well, we can tell you why. It is built on a mirage. Built on a mirage. Someone write that down for us as a possible title, maybe Paul or Mark. We'll give a few over the course of the weekend. Meaning that you have mass agreements, people nodding their head and going about functioning in society about ideas that are completely not true. Now this is remarquable extraordinaire. Do you know why? Because it shows you that things don't have to be true or false. If you believe them, if you put energy behind them, you can build a world around it. Unfortunately, collectively, as a people, and the timing is in the stars, you have reached a point where your mirage will no longer sustain you.